Welcome to Paranoia. I am pleased to be your GM today. It is my first time GMing. So this may be a little rocky, but I hope that we all have a lot of fun.
Yes.
First, I'm going to start off the evening by having you fill out some forms. So please go through these forms and pick the one that corresponds with your character for the evening and begin filling them out. Okay. Meanwhile, I am going to give our audience a little bit of a look into the world of Paranoia.
Is not one of those, I don't.
Alpha Complex. A bastion of old reckoning society built from the ashes of the nuclear cataclysms that rocked the last century. Within the 20-foot reinforced concrete walls of this socially stratified subterranean police state, freedom thrives. Freedom from choice. Freedom from civic participation. Freedom from communism. Through the ineffable wisdom of Friend Computer and its tireless acolytes, citizens of Alpha Complex are given purpose and prospects. Do your job, know the system, watch your back, and you will reap the rewards. Still, as in any grand society, threats to our freedom are ubiquitous and traitors are everywhere. What better place for vermin to amass than within the multitude of technically illegal, but socially necessary secret societies that operate throughout Alpha Complex? On this particular day, a large group of civilians was spotted in the citizen hub of Zone 5, MEM sector. Not long after assembling, they divvied up into groups, with parcels among their ranks. Clearly, lacking an assembly permit for people over 5 in number, a yellow troubleshooting squad was assigned to locate and apprehend the suspects for interrogation. However, on this particular day, in an apparent act of sabotage, a large number of food vats were contaminated with an industrial-strength detergent and began leaking a slurry of pureed protein all throughout the sectors. It is now beginning to spill into the neighboring sectors and becoming quite a problem. Citizens have to be evacuated and prevented from trying to eat the food. It's not good for them, and they think they can get a free lunch. As such, all high troubleshooting squads have been assigned to clean up in crowd enforcement. Thankfully, there is a humble and hungry group of red troubleshooters in the MEM sector. And as soon as they finish their forms, we will meet them. Cool. All right. I'm just going to go into the scene now.
Don't lollygag.
I'm trying not to.
All right.
I used the color-coded appropriate pen, Friend Computer.
Thank you very much. All right. So those who have completed their forms may begin.
Oh, the last
Will, would you like to start? Introduce your character.
Yes, Friend Computer. I shall introduce my character now to the camera. I am Erikson. I am a troubleshooter who is in the tech services, and I am a part of a firm that is Sensible Colors Paint Control. And I don't know what else you would like me to say to the audience, Friend Computer, but I will say whatever you would like me to say.
Maybe go ahead and describe yourself as a person.
Oh, as a person, well, I'm devoted to Friend Computer, first and foremost. But other than that, I am, I'm a bit, sometimes disheveled. I'm just trying to catch my bearings. It's all about working smart, not hard.
All right, cool. Who would like to go next? How about you, Phillip?
Okay, I'll go next. I'm Lester, and I'm loyal to friend. Should I just read this? I don't know.
You can.
Is that okay?
Did you write something?
No, this is what you wrote.
Oh, you don't have to read that. You can just describe your character how you'd want to.
Okay.
Or you can read it.
I'm a young guy who's just I'm very loyal to Friend Computer. I'm the loyalty officer. I'm an adolescent, and I'm just really into being a law enforcement person.
Nice.
And I'm short, and I have red hair because it's very important.
All right. Moving on. James Lee.
Is it your height or your red hair that's very important?
You know,
It's the combination
the
of
shortness really accents how low I am on the
yeah.
scale.
Everyone looks at him and is like, he's so short and his hair so good.
It's so appropriate.
I am Nigel. I am the hygiene officer. No one is more important than the hygiene officer, except for perhaps the team leader.
Mm-hmm.
And without a hygiene officer, a team leader cannot appropriately do their job. Hygiene is of tantamount importance. That is why you can tell from my correctly coiffed hair, parted in the regulation format, with just the right amount of product, but not to exceed what is required by Friend Computer. You will notice the creasing on my jumpsuit and the proper 1.5 centimeters of fold at the base. I would notice, Erikson, you are not properly creased nor coiffed. I would expect that you would take care of that before we get going on our mission so that Friend Computer is not embarrassed.
Certainly.
Sterling, you ready?
Yeah, I'm Ilyana. Some people make comments about my height, but I put them in their place, and most of them end up shorter than me, so I'd refrain from that if I were you. See this here limited edition active shooter's cap I've got on? Well, I got that from a shooting a couple years ago. Won't find the like around the block. I'm part of HPDMC. The MC stands for mind control, but don't let that get you down. Mandatory memories photography, semantics control. Well, if you had to ask me what we do, we're basically Friend Computer's extra eyes everywhere to get all those extra angles.
I wouldn't ask you what you do.
But the important part is that Friend Computer is always watching. We're the ones who are helping.
Great. Cool. So, you all find yourself in the unmanned waiting room of the MEM Sector's Troubleshooter headquarters. It is a wall-to-floor white ceramic tiled room for easy cleanup. Has gross flickering fluorescent lights and rows of seats bolted to the floor so people can't throw them out of frustration. Additionally, there is a semicircle reception desk. No one's currently there. It does have a button on it that says request, and then it says another word, but the other word is kind of scratched off.
Okay, I can't see any of this because I'm at the back. I've got the wide angle lens in my my multi-quarter, and I'm getting that perfect shot of the three of members of the team.
Very cinematic.
Yes, yeah. Ready when you are, team captain. Or is it team leader? What's the appropriate title here?
Team leader.
Who's the team?
Apparently no one has been assigned that role. I presume that by hitting the button, such a request will be made to Friend Computer, as Friend Computer would never short a team and have insufficient staffing.
That's true.
Huh. Well, I'd love to hit that, but I gotta set up this perfect shot. So, anyone?
I mean,
Come on, guys.
As a military, as a member of the military, new member, fresh because I'm so good at the military, because they believe in me, I will push the button.
You press the button, and a buzzer rings out. It does not say nut.
Do we pretend to press the next time?
That's the only time the button will be pressed.
Okay, we'll get rid of the button.
I'm
I'm taking away this power.
It will be pressed many times.
Yes, that's why I'm taking it away.
Hey, put it near James and see if he'll press it.
It was very close to the microphone, so we probably got a nice, robust nut.
I won't be able to stop myself if she hands it over to me.
I wish.
Anyways, so a buzz goes off, and you hear some shuffling from a doorway towards the back of the room. As someone comes in, they seem frantic, and they open it. This woman comes out. Her name is Karen. She is a Y-level citizen. Her full name, Karen YBOL1. So she has not died ever. You have 6 clones in this game. And depending on which clone you're on, the number at the end of your name changes to reflect that. So she comes in, and she's furiously smoking a cigarette. There you are! What took you so long?
One of us had to press the button.
Never mind that. We gotta get underway. We have to take over for the yellow troubleshooters. They were supposed to be here for this mission, but god damn spill in the food vats has fucked it all up, and now my ass is on the line. I'm gonna do roll call, alright? Nigel.
Present.
Ilyana.
Here.
Erikson.
Yep, that's my name.
Lester.
Here and ready.
Okay. Dale. Dale.
Dale?
Where's your team leader and happiness officer?
Looks like he missed the bus.
Is he known to be late?
We are unaware of his
Meta
existence.
question. Meta question. Have we worked together before? No. All right. You know,
Sterling is a
this is
mind
the
reader.
first time that I've met these gentlemen, so no clue. Sorry.
Fantastic. Well, you cannot go on a mission without a team leader. So we're all in hot water here. You know what? I'm yellow. I can make myself Dale. She takes she goes to the terminal and she prints out a temporary badge that says Dale. Let me get his full name for you. It says Dale R. KWI1, and she slaps it over her own. She says, from here on out, I'm Dale, I am your team leader, and I'm your happiness officer, so you better do what I say, and you better be fucking happy about it.
Absolutely,
Yes,
Dale.
sir.
So happy.
Thank you, Dale.
Only the happiest.
She just keeps grinding her jaw. All right, okay, all right. Come on, we don't have time to go to a PLC outfitting, so we're just going to have to take whatever is in the back room left for us. They took everything else. There might be something we can scrounge up for outfitting. All right. So, I'm gonna give Sterling 2 points for that scene. That was pretty damn good.
Sweet.
And I'm gonna give James 1.
Ooh, I don't even know what just happened.
So we start with 25?
Yeah, you all start with 25 and plus the amounts that I've given you. So these are perversity points, and they can be used to influence the roles of the characters as well as the roles of other characters. So you can make them more likely or less likely to succeed on what they are trying to do. And you earn them by role-playing well or doing things that I generally find entertaining.
Since we're on a rules break, I didn't get a chance to clarify.
Yeah.
This stealth thing that's a second to first one out of the room in a crisis, does that mean either the first or the second out, or do I have to be the second to the first out?
I would say second or first or second.
Okay.
I would say that it's just supposed to be like a pithy way of saying that you're able to get out of a room faster.
Okay, that's what I kind of thought, but
Yeah.
I thought maybe it was a weird thing where I had to be the second one out so that I would always be...
I didn't quite understand it either,
Okay,
but
because that'd be really weird. It's like, wait, is anyone leaving? I can't leave until you leave.
that'd be funny. But
It's like,
You're very committed.
I might regret not making you do that.
I know, it's like, I have to push people out of rooms in order to get out of them.
Anyways, now is a good time to explain tension levels. Tension levels are a good way of giving characters or players an idea of how closely they may be monitored in a situation.
She made herself into a different person and a different gender. All gonna be killed.
No, your gender's the same. It's still
So,
Dale.
in this next scene, we're in a
Dale now.
tension level 10. Tension levels are from 1 to 20, so you can say this is about middle of the road. There might be some security cameras going about, but nothing that extreme. Okay, cool. So Dale leads you into the back of the headquarters where the warehouse is. You open the door, and it is dark and dusty. It seems like no one has really actually used this warehouse space for some time. What is that?
Sorry, it's Yo-Yo. Helps me steady the camera.
Yo-yo. What
Is
is
that
yo-
an approved object?
Yo-yo.
When did you
Yes.
acquire that?
Yo-yo.
It's
That's
true
weird.
to me.
Yo.
What's the inventory number on that yo-yo? We haven't issued a yo-yo in all of the time that I've been at PLC.
Looks like it's PL Yo-Yo
Excuse me.
46. Well, it's all on tape, you know. I've been sending off dozens of these reels.
That
I mean,
I'm unaware of this.
well,
Listen, you need to help me search the room for weapons. I know you have your cone barrel blasters with you, but that's not going to be good enough for this. We got to find something else. Apparently, I was told that there might be some experimental technology in here that we are authorized to use because of the extenuating circumstances.
I'll
Great.
get right on it.
Has this sector not had a hygiene officer? How is this room so unacceptably dusty?
Hey, I'm just temporarily at this sector. This isn't my home sector, so don't look at me.
Well, let's
We'll
get to
get
work.
cleaning.
Yeah, get to
All
work.
right, stand aside. Let me go in first. This could be a level yellow dirtiness threat.
Damn.
The
all right,
room.
I'll get a close-up
Right.
as you enter.
I draw my gun.
So Lester draws his gun to shoot any rogue dust bunnies. And Ilyana,
I pull out my duct tape.
pulls out his duct tape. Ilyana zooms in, maybe at some sort of creepy angle to raise the tension.
Do I have my canister of Begone?
Oh yeah, you actually have scorched earth brand spray.
Oh my gosh.
So you have like
It's just
high
Friend
quality
Computer has blessed me with the highest end
Yeah.
available product from the commissary.
Anyone who looks sees that I still have the yo-yo. I'm using it as like it's wrapped around the camera to help stabilize it.
Okay.
We're like going into this room, right?
Is it
Oh, yeah,
it dark
yeah.
in here? Are
Yeah,
the
it's-
lights on?
It's dark.
Do I have night vision?
Is there a light switch?
I have night vision.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't have
I got.
night vision.
I have put my binoculars
Wait,
on.
do the lights not automatically turn in when we walk in?
Is it not turning on?
Oh, there we go. Dale fiddles with the inside of the wall and touches the switch, and it turns on.
Ah!
It looks like this place hasn't been outfitted with automatic sensors.
Hmm.
It really is old.
Yikes!
How is the room laid out? Is it just shelves with things on them?
Yeah,
or-
it's just dusty shelves. There's a few boxes here or there. I'd say there is a total of 7. There's 7 boxes.
Is there a weapons rack? Is there any labeling at all? Or...
No, there's just 7 boxes. 7 dusty boxes.
I will put on the appropriate gloves and carefully go to the first box and gently open it to look inside.
Dust flies into your face.
I will leap back as if being confronted by the webbing of 1,000 spiders.
All right. Do
Yikes.
you have an agility roll?
I may.
Dun dun. Wait. Where?
Violence.
Ah.
Oh. If it's blank, you just don't have anything?
You just take the governing stat for the entire,
Oh, gotcha.
and then try to roll under that.
Well, that's not going to make it. I'm covered with spider dust.
How much was the margin of error?
I needed a 5 and I got a 16.
Oh wow, yeah. You take a face full of dust and foolishly trip over yourself, hitting your jaw squarely on the floor. This is all caught on
Oh my gosh, I
camera.
fell backwards and hit my jaw. This is
Yeah, you did like this.
it was so bad my head twisted 360 just
Yeah.
like in the
You were trying to flee, I think. There's
It was
like one
like-
of those. No.
It was like a handsome Squidward moment where you got hit and you just like flailed and turned around. It was actually quite graceful for how humiliating it was. But you do hit your jaw on the floor. And
Oh my
it's very
God.
sore
Oof.
now. It's all stuffed up.
Wow.
You have
Oh
quite
man.
quite the bruise.
I step over him and I look inside the box that's now open.
I spray my mouth. Acknowledge me! Ah.
I take my megaphone and yell, "Be careful!" I have a megaphone.
Yes. Alright, so you open the first box.
You idiot!
You open the first box and you see on the top it is labeled auto load cone rifle. And when you take it out, it seems to be a standard cone rifle with some sort of auto load mechanism. The auto load mechanism is quite cumbersome and it makes it much heavier than the standard rifle. However, it does have the benefit of having 2 mags of 5 shells each.
Would you say that's a projectile weapon?
That is a projectile weapon.
Dale, do we have clearance to handle these weapons?
I was told by friend computer to use whatever is in this room. I didn't bother looking at it until you all came.
I mean, use in what manner?
For the mission.
Oh, okay. Well, perfect.
I can tell you I've never seen an object like that before, so I wouldn't even know what clearance level it is.
Then I'll go ahead and I'll hold on to it.
All right. So there's 6 other boxes.
I'd like to, so I'm still getting that shot from, like, the edge. I'd like to open a box next to me.
Wait. Make sure we get the serial number on that on that weapon.
All right.
Yes, I look for the serial number. Sure.
God, Nigel, I'm getting sympathy coughs
On
just
which
from
one?
watching.
The one that
It's everywhere.
Yeah.
It's in my cuffs.
You're the hygiene officer. Start cleaning it up.
L35N2. That's the number on it. L35N2.
Okay.
The important.
There's got to be a CR in there somewhere for cone rifle, right?
Sure.
N2 CR.
You're not going to find these in any database, though.
Okay. Cool.
What's in the box
Next
nearest
to you?
me? Yeah.
You see a box that has labeled on top Happy Gas.
Happy gas. Happy gas. Hey Dale, I got some happy gas over here.
Open it. We should open all of these. We
All
might
right.
as well we might as well see what options we have before we leave.
Okay, I carefully open the box, making sure my face is not right where the dust cloud would be.
It doesn't get on you, but it does get on the lens of your camera, so you're gonna have to clean that. You see a what looks to be a flare gun with 3 canisters attached to the base of the nozzle, and each of them is loaded with what we know as nitrous oxide. Very concentrated nitrous oxide.
Hoo-wee! I've seen some of this used on Active Shooters, episode 48. We got a happy gas launcher over here.
You'll notice that there are no gas masks included.
Huh. So you just don't launch them near you. Unless you're in for a good time. All right.
That's how we do it. Now let's get the rest of these boxes open, guys. And I pull my stopwatch out and I start timing because I really want us to get. It's very important.
I'm gonna scooch near the door, so in case there's another spider dust incident, I can easily leap out of the room
Alright.
to avoid further contamination.
Sure. First to second out of the room in crisis.
It will also put me conveniently outside of the range of the camera.
I see. Fair enough.
I am in the middle of cleaning the lens.
All right. Okay. Cool. So you open the next box,
Sure.
and it says on the top "Bombot," and you take it out, and it is a miniature warbot, kind of cute. Those things are usually the size of like a small car, but this one's like a mid-sized dog, like an Australian Shepherd sized one. It's kind of cute.
Okay.
It can follow simple orders.
Sweet.
It also has a bomb on it. It
Yeah.
follows orders and has a bomb.
Cute. Very,
Cute.
very cute.
Yeah. The next, the next box, I was having a brain fart, is labeled item GRV11. And who wants to open it?
Get that box open, hygiene officer. I have my megaphone, my stopwatch.
You are the military man. This is clearly a military operation.
And I'm ordering you to open that box.
You are not team leader.
I
Are
have
you trying to presume that you are team leader now in the face of team leader?
No.
All your PDCs, you hear like a and you know that is the call a friend computer.
No.
Hi, friend computer.
Oh.
Friend computer.
Hello, troubleshooters. How's the mission going?
Fantastic.
Lovely.
Coming along.
I
Very
hope-
happy and enjoyable.
Did you find the weapons I left for you?
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
They're fantastic.
Yeah, I hope you have a chance to look at them all. You're only allowed to take one each.
Well, it's a good thing I have my one. And
All right,
not any extras.
Mm-mm.
We are not finished looking at all of them. We had a momentary hiccup of insubordination that I've handled.
Oh no! May I ask what was the situation?
For a brief moment, Lester thought he was team leader, but that error has been corrected.
Oh,
No.
Lester, I'm going to have to fine you 100 credits.
Okay, computer.
Zoom in on that, like, mouth open shot. Click.
While I do appreciate your commanding presence on the team, you must understand there are times when it should be used and shouldn't.
Okay.
Remember, friend computer loves you.
I love you too,
We love
friend
you
computer.
too, friend computer.
Friend computer.
Oh man, I'm just recharged every time friend computer sends us a message. I don't know what we'd do without them.
How generous and just for friend computer to apply just the appropriate fine.
You should keep track of how much money you've
Oh.
lost. I know that it says that you have a certain amount. It just
Oh, it does?
You don't have it.
I'll just I'll
Just
write it down.
calculate the loss, because the loss is going to go to the team fund. And the team fund, and so like everything you lose can be used to fund things on the mission, and then when it is over, the rest of it goes to the banking system, which Friend Computer distributes as it sees fit.
Okay.
So thank you for contributing to the team.
We have one more box still to open.
I thought there were 6 boxes.
Oh, there's many boxes left to open.
Or 7
Oh, well,
boxes.
We have a happy gas
I'm
launcher.
just gonna start listing them off.
We're
Yeah.
only allowed to have
Right.
one thing each, though.
So
We'll take one thing each.
We will look-
leave the
you
rest.
can look at all of them.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So don't necessarily be set on your weapon yet.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So the next item is item GRV11. It appears to be a handheld baton with a single switch. The center of the baton is clear plexiglass, showing 2 metal pellets floating in a tight orbit.
Has anyone seen such a thing?
Mm-mm.
I can guarantee you no one in Alpha Complex has seen such a thing.
Well, let's put a pin in that one.
All right. Next,
What could you describe that one more time? It's
it is a handheld baton with a single switch on the back. The center of the baton is clear plexiglass and shows 2 metal pellets floating in a tight orbit. So it's like a baton, and the center is clear, and there's 2 like BBs, and they're like
whirling around each other.
whirring and orbiting,
Okay.
floating in the middle of it.
It's pretty, and this is in my top list now, unless items 5, 6, and 7
Sure.
prove to be more interesting.
The next box says plasma capture, and you take it out, and it says plasma capture, but it looks like a plain old plasma generator. You would know that a plasma generator is an ultraviolet clearance weapon. But, you've been given authority to use things such as this. Also, it doesn't say plasma generator. It says plasma capture. You would know that a plasma generator creates a big, wide cone of plasma rays that basically just vaporizes anything it touches if it touches it. It's an extremely powerful weapon, and no one really is allowed to have one. But this is plasma capture.
Okay, what's in the next box?
I would say it gives you some insight.
Should I roll?
Yeah.
All right. 2 over.
Cool. You recognize that GRV is a term used to refer to objects that rely on gravity. All right. Going on, the last item is called Psionic Trigger. It is a backpack with a mass of wires and widgets leading to a handheld joystick, and on it is a dial and 2 buttons on the grip. The dial controls a firing range up to 50 meters. 1 button is marked on, and 1 button is marked off. So it's like an on button, an off button, a dial for the range. It looks like it's never been used, even though it's covered in dust. And the battery on the backpack says it has 10 charges. So,
We got a bunch of things.
you got all these
anyone,
things are laid out on the floor, and Dale is nervously smoking. She looks at her PDC. I'm gonna get so confused with Dale. She looks at her PDC, and she's noticing the time passing.
Dale, as leader, would you like to have a pick of weapons?
Yeah. Let's see. I think I'm gonna go with the bomb bot. It's the thing I'm most familiar with.
That's an excellent choice.
Does anyone want this happy gas launcher? I think I'm gonna go with that GRV. Who knows? Could be interesting. Could come in use.
Now the team leader has
Probably
chosen.
so.
It would be appropriate that I receive and accept the psionic blast device, as it would be a great doubling item for cleanliness as well.
And I'll take the cone rifle.
We
Or
can't-
is that what it's called? Oh, did you say you took it already?
Oh, well, I'll trade you the cone rifle for your little pet bot.
Oh,
I have the bot.
She has the bot.
Oh, you
Dale
have the
has the
bot.
bot.
Oh,
Are you trying to take something from team leader Dale?
No.
Oh, good. I just wanted to make sure. We gotta make sure everything's covered.
Although
It's part
I
of,
already have a gun,
semantics
so if you would
control.
like to keep that gun, I think we'd work better as a team.
I would like to keep it, yes.
Okay.
All right, so that leaves the
Plasma.
capture.
I'll
And
take
the
blast.
happy gas launcher.
And
No
the
one's
happy
claimed the
gas
happy
launcher.
gas launcher.
So what's left is.
The happy gas launcher or the.
Oh, actually, I'll take the happy gas. I guess that's projectile.
I'm already
right?
plenty happy.
Okay.
I don't need any
I'll take a
extra
happy-
happiness.
Happy.
I'm as
something.
happy as I
Great.
Could possibly be.
possibly be.
Well, I mean, considering that we don't really have a happiness officer, maybe we could use with some happiness.
You guys
I've
want?
heard treasonous stories of people abusing happy gas canisters.
Probably commies.
All right. So we all have our items.
Don't even get me started on commies.
Filthy.
Please continue.
No, don't get me started.
Oh, I thought that meant that you had something to say about.
No, that'd be. There's too many. I don't want to say too many expletives and respect for you guys.
Oh, it makes friend computer just loves to hear about
Yeah.
hatred for the
You know what? I
communism.
actually think now is the proper time to engage in a morale activity, which is our anti-commie chant that we
Oh.
all know, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna start us off.
Okay.
We
love
love friend
friend
computer because it makes us
free
free from all the sharing and community. Communism's bad.
Bad.
Free market
market
good. We will always do just as we should. Yay!
Excellent. Well done.
Oh,
Great
That was
job.
definitely one of the top 5 friend computer chants I have ever
it
heard.
brings a tear to my eye every time. Oh,
Fantastic. All right, so we all have our weapons, and we are going to head out. So I'd say for that scene, I'm gonna give you a point because you got kind of
I tried to
railroaded there.
yell.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
have a megaphone that says Commander Bullhorn TM.
yeah. And
I felt the need.
I would say at this point, James has gained a temporary
Oh.
clearance level.
Whoa.
James is now
Call me out.
orange. Temporarily. Of
Yeah.
course, this will not necessarily last throughout the campaign.
Sure.
But
It is understandable that
Yeah.
sometimes there are necessary field promotions
Yeah.
for great
if you would
individuals.
so like,
Oh,
James,
yes.
you may have a chocolate chip cookie.
I will have to decline at this point, but I will receive the reward at the
Fair
end if
enough.
I have still earned it.
Fair enough. All right. That offer is open so long as you are orange or above. Anyways, so Dale leads you to the trans tube terminal, and you all take the tram to the sector hub for the MEM sector. And this looks like kind of, like in a mall where you go and it's like the waiting area and it's has like the skylight and stuff like that. There's like a fake sky painted up there and it's very like large vaulting room. And there's a ring of kiosks and vendors around it. They're all closed because the sector's been placed on lockdown after that, with the exception of essential employees. And you can see that there's only one vendor open, and it's Nutrition Now, which is basically the McDonald's of Alpha Complex. So it looks like, from descriptions I've heard of the security footage, this is where the group of yellow and green suspects met, had some sort of rousing speech, took these objects and scurried off in different directions.
How terrible.
Yes.
Quite awful.
Unfortunately, I have no idea where they went.
How suspicious that the nutrition now vendor is
Oh, but
still
they
there.
Oh, they're always open. I don't think I've ever seen a time when they're closed.
Do they happen
Efficient.
to have security cameras to indicate where these culprits may have gone?
Maybe they do. We might as well go ask them.
Well, they should comply.
All right. No, so we go over to the nutrition now, and it's a sort of like stereotypical. It looks kind of like a Jamba Juice, but more 1980s.
So like an orange
So,
Julius.
oh, I know. I said
Yes, so an Orange Julius.
I miss Orange
Wow.
Julius so much. Do they still
Finding
exist?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. You know what? The last time I saw an Orange Julius, I think, was in like 2006.
It was the most delicious orange flavored food I've ever had. Childhood memories.
Okay.
Citizen, have you been appropriately interrogated regarding the matters in this sector?
So you see two people there. There's one person who's kind of like, he's goofing off and he's doing like impressions of something, and then the other one is just kind of like just laughing along. Probably doesn't find it very funny, but just wants to get along until his shift's over. Hey, what?
Have you been properly interrogated about the affairs in the sector?
Affairs? You mean nutrition now? Did you want to shake?
Were you not aware of the treasonous activities that occurred here just moments ago?
I didn't receive a notification about it. We don't really get a lot of outside notifications while we're on the clock. They want to keep us really focused, so we just basically sit here and make nutrition shakes till it's time to leave.
Well, you have a new focus now, and that is helping us apprehend the culprits we are seeking out.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Well, I'm hourly, so I don't know about that.
What is it that you
color?
don't know about that?
I mean, my job is to man the counter, not help. What are you guys playing dress up or something?
I certainly am not.
Well, all I would know is that if there were any actual troubleshooters around in this area, they would simply get the footage themselves. They wouldn't need me to help them.
Well, get out of the way
And
then.
then I hop the counter.
So are these yellows?
You are going to need to roll for that, my friend.
Are these yellows?
The one who's talking to you is a yellow, yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
What am I hopping?
So you are a red and you are jumping the counter of a yellow.
If I was, I'm hopping the counter.
Okay. All right. So
Zoom.
that would be agility.
Okay. Oh, that's a 19 that doesn't pass a 3.
Wow.
6.
You flip. You try to do like that hop over the car thing. You try to do it real cool, and your butt slides on some algae paste that was left on the counter, smearing it across the counter. The counter is now filthy, and you flip over onto the floor, and your ass lands in a mop bucket.
Do I have to roll for a melodramatic
The-
pratfall? I really want to. Can I melodramatic pratfall?
Once I finish describing what happened.
Yay.
When your ass hits the bucket, the mop flies up and bonks you on the head, and it sits there, dripping water all over you.
Yes.
You may now roll for melodramatic pratfall.
Oh,
19.
no.
Oh, I even failed that. A 19 of
You begin
12.
to whine pathetically, but it's very obviously you're not that badly hurt. Just humiliated.
Aww. Aww.
I would like to take advantage of this distraction to come around properly into the workspace to inspect for all the many flaws that they have in violation of hygiene regulations.
Oh.
Fine. As a hygiene officer, I cannot necessarily deny you a sanitary check.
So that is a 15 that I need for a 15 to find a flaw in anything, no matter how orderly.
Yeah.
This is clearly a violation of Hygiene Regulation 1792 subsection B.
What? You mean
for-
the mess he just made?
No, right here. The mess is a much greater violation, but seeing that it had just occurred, you have at least 5 minutes to clear it up.
I try to get up and I slip and I fall again.
Fine. But you should know that we don't necessarily have any security footage if that's what you're looking for.
Well, it is the fact that there is no security footage that I find it so unusual that you indicated that we should look for security footage. Why are you trying to obstruct the justice of Friend Computer and prevent it from finding the truth?
Listen, man, I'm just trying to sit here until my time is up and leave. If you want help identifying anyone in that crowd, I know at least one guy who was there.
Oh, that is all that we needed. If you would be willing to help, citizen, then we will be out of your hair.
I hop back over the other side of the counter.
You succeed this time. I'd be happy to help, but I think that I might need a little compensation.
We are not.
Compensation?
Yeah. You know,
I'm not paying you.
What do you
anything.
think this is?
well, I think this is an exchange.
No, this is you telling us what's most important.
I don't see any security cameras around here. Seems like a pretty low tension level if you tell me.
Well, let me tell you, we've got one right here. In fact, live footage streamed from every troubleshooter group gets beamed right to Friend Computer themselves. Would you like to say hi?
Fine. All right, take you back.
Thank you.
Don't mess with anything else around here.
I will, of course, need to make a log entry of this. So if you give me a moment to access your POS, I will be done.
Sure.
I probably need a roll against this.
Yep.
That's a 7 needed for a 13. I rolled a 7, I needed a 13.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. You find some interesting files that seem to indicate that one employee is there on every single shift, or at least the computer says they are. And that employee is named Lucas R. NDP1, and that happens to be the other person standing there. You'll know that Lucas, you've seen this before at many Nutrition Nows. Lucas is an unpaid intern at Nutrition Now. He hopes that he can demonstrate his aptitude in the position in order to secure a promotion to a paid position at some point. He wears a rather unsightly headgear to counteract his very crooked teeth. He's going through some awkward teenage years. So Gus takes you all to the back. His name was Gus, by the way. The asshole. So Gus takes you all to the back and says, "Here's the lockers. The guy you're looking for, his name's Billy. And I think it'll be pretty obvious which one's his."
Is there a locker labeled Billy?
Well,
Is there a messy locker?
no. There. When you look at the rows of lockers, you know what? Actually, I want you all. Is there any perception stat? Search, high alert, sneaking, surveillance. I'm gonna say roll a high alert or a surveillance, all of you. Whichever one you prefer.
9 under 12.
I got a 1 under 8.
Oh my gosh.
For
So 1 under 8.
yeah, we'll do surveillance.
So super success.
Yeah, I got a
9
12 over a 9 that I needed. So.
Okay.
I got 9 over 12. I got 9 under 12, which I
Under
needed.
12 success.
I got a +2.
Okay, cool. So, to the two of you, you see, it's kind of funny that you missed this, being the hygiene officer. I'm going to assume that you're so distracted by all the other hygiene violations around
Yes,
you.
this place is a disaster. I'm like annotating so many things.
There's one locker that is leaking some sort of water smells bad. There's something funky going on with that one. And then there's another locker that is just ever so slightly ajar.
Who sees this?
You notice the one ever so slightly ajar and the leaking one. Only they notice the leaking one. They notice only the leaking one.
Then,
Whoa.
You notice nothing.
then I will.
How are there 3 socks here? First of all, who takes off their socks at work? And how are there 3 socks? What's this extra
Mutants.
While they're
Nigel, you're worried
Someone's got
about
an extra
that?
foot.
Look at this leak. This is that toxic. Is
Oh
it
my
the
God.
toxic sludge?
I hadn't
you're
even
talking
gotten to
about?
locker 3 yet.
while they are exclaiming about the leaking locker, I will go to the one that is ajar.
Okay. You what are you gonna do? It's a jar.
I'm gonna open it.
Okay. You open it, and as you open it, you see a thread snap. And you hear a of a fuse burning. There are there are things in the locker.
This is your
Dun,
chance.
dun,
There's
dun,
a
dun,
fuse
dun,
burning.
dun.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna diffuse it.
You're gonna defuse it?
Whoa.
It's just a firecracker.
Oh, it's just a firecracker?
Yeah.
Oh, then
It's not like a bomb that you defuse. It's just like an incendiary.
then I'm
Like a
gonna
flare.
then I'm gonna close the locker.
You're gonna close the locker?
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, looks like concealment is
There's
for
stuff in the locker. You don't
spotting
wanna try
other
to take
stuff
it
as
out?
well.
Okay.
Is there any chance after he slams the door in the locker that we hear anything, or do we just think that he's just opened it and slammed the locker?
Well, he says
I mean, it's
anything.
up to you.
Yeah, I slammed the locker.
All right, cool. You hear it.
But I slam it loud. So
Which causes us all to look at
There
you
are
and
white
go,
sparks coming out of it, and you smell what was distinctly burning paper
ah,
and plastic.
the smell.
Erikson,
Ah!
what did you do? That is unauthorized destruction of evidence.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
Lucas is like, my locker! What are you doing?
There was a firecracker in your locker. Why'd you put it in the locker?
Lucas runs over to his locker and he sticks his hands into there. They become horribly scalded as he tries to pull out whatever was in there. You see a leftover, you see like a supplementary kit for repairing his headgear, as well as some paper documents. He takes them out and he starts patting the paper so it doesn't burn. And
Oh, let me help you. And then I help pat the paper down. And while I do, I'm looking at what's on the paper.
okay, all right, fair enough. As you're
I'm like, let me help.
As you're patting down the paper, you see it appears to be lists of all of the employees that work at this branch of nutrition now, and like various information about their personalities, and on each of their and they each have a conversion index on it, and each stamp is marked with a red star.
Mm.
What's all this then?
What? These?
Yes.
They're nothing. They're just I don't know what they are actually.
Oh, you
Zoom
mean-
I just tried to
in
pull
on
everything.
the
I just
on the
wanted to
red
pull
star.
everything out of my locker. It was on fire.
You did not
How did
know.
it end up on fire? What did you put in there?
I opened up the door.
Is it on camera? I don't see you doing that.
Oh well, let's take a look. Why don't we? Da-da-da-da-da.
Instant reflex.
Zzzt.
So you actually weren't recording it, but
What?
you no, because he didn't,
I was looking at the sludge.
Oh, that's right.
It's too
But-
bad.
I will say that if you are able to successfully roll like weird camera effects, so the thing you don't know about the multicorder XXL is that it
Uh-huh.
actually has an instant edit playback feature. So you can, if you roll exceptionally well on weird camera tricks, be able to, or whatever it is. Can I look at your sheet real quick?
Yeah. I don't have any cameras.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Practical FX artistry. Whatever.
Aha!
If you-
Practical FX
If you
artistry.
roll well enough on that, you can be able to edit it and make it look like you filmed it.
Okay.
Because
Oh,
you just
wow.
actually had been filming it as you went around.
Uh-huh.
So you can
All right.
fabricate evidence with your camera.
Okay,
Oh.
well.
That doesn't sound.
No.
Nope. You show a very choppily spliced together thing, and it's very obvious that you made. That's not even believable. if you're going to blacken me,
It was
at least
very
try
blurry.
harder.
I mean,
Well, you're the one whose hands are
cutover.
burned.
Yeah, my hands are burned because I wanted to get my
Who's to say
braces kit out of my locker, and now it's destroyed.
Who's to say you weren't the one that lit it?
What do you mean? I was standing over there.
So was I.
Okay, I think we're
So you say
missing the
these
main
are not your
point.
papers?
No.
Then you won't mind if we take them then. Right? I will collect them up.
Sure. Anyways, my shift's up. I need to go.
Hey,
I'll see you tomorrow, Gus.
Hey,
You start stalking.
Dale. Before this person goes, hey, Dale. Does that look like the red communist star to you?
I don't know anything about what communist symbols look like. Why would I know that?
It's part of the how to recognize dangerous communist elements in your mist packet.
I received that mandatory training, but I cannot tell you I could identify communist symbols.
I believe that mandatory training was at a clearance level that no one was allowed to read.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably
Oh.
because you weren't a part of the mandatory memories photography semantics control. Sometimes I forget that you plebes don't have that. Yeah, so turns out that as part of
can you
semantics
identify
control,
those documents?
that is the communist symbol right there. And I don't know what it's doing there, but that person, I think we need to call this in, Dale.
Well, all right. Friend computer? Yes? Karen? No, it's Dale. Yes? Dale? Oh, yeah. Apparently we just, I know it's completely unrelated to the mission, and I'm sorry to bother you with this. I'm sure it's going to cure a lot of paperwork for your ultraviolet record keepers. I think we just encountered a communist. Yeah, Ilyana said that they are familiar with some of the communist symbols because of their job in semantics control. Do you mind taking a look at these documents real quick? I would be happy to. And so, friend
If
computer...
Ilyana is interested and is correct, this is a list of all the categories of individuals working for Nutrition Now who are potentially secretly communist members.
Ah, well, that is quite unfortunate. It's so hard to keep employees working at Nutrition Now. So.
If it is truly the case, it is possible that Nutrition Now has been entirely infiltrated, and the organization has fully been compromised.
It's possible they were trying to burn the records before we got our hands on them.
I think, yes. Yes.
My character starts crying at the thought of communists invading.
I made his character's tick to basically be Glendale. He'll start crying over being patriotic.
It's going.
Get a grip, man.
You're right.
Your current level of happiness has not been authorized.
You have to stay strong.
Thank you.
I'm trying. Sorry, it's a gland. It's a gland thing. I'm not acting. It's fine.
Thank you all. This has been extremely helpful. You are all raised to temporary yellow level troubleshooters.
Thank you very, very much.
Thank you very much, friend
Yes.
I'm
computer.
so happy, friend computer.
As an additional token of my thanks, you shall all earn 100 credits.
Just balance that out.
Thank you very much.
And in real life, you're all entitled to a cookie if you'd like one. So, although Lucas has wandered off after his shift has ended, he will no doubt be apprehended by the authorities.
Good.
And at minimal brain scrubbed. He may even be erased.
Well,
What's in this
gotta
other
take
locker?
care of those communists where we find them. What is in this locker?
So,
Is that food sludge they were talking
don't
about?
touch it with your bare hands. At least put on some regulation handwear.
Here.
so
Oh
Gus,
yeah, of course.
So as you're looking at it, Gus says,
Is this all right?
Yeah, that's Billy's locker.
Oh.
Billy Y VCP 4.
I put on
Sorry, you dropped it. It's funny.
I put on my temperature resistant gloves that have been issued by friend computer.
I will stand 11 feet away.
And so
You open it?
Yeah, I'll open up the
I'll
locker.
observe.
I'm used to getting...
Even more foul-smelling, sludgy water comes out.
Ooh, gross. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
It
Oh, God.
you wouldn't know it because you've never seen a pond, but you would know that's what pond scum would be.
Ugh.
How do people fill a locker with pond water?
Wait,
How
pond scum?
would you even
As
do
the
that?
locker begins to drain, you see revealed a long cylindrical object wrapped in a tarp.
What is it? What do you think it is?
I know.
Well, don't
Come on,
just stand there,
Erikson.
get it
Open
out.
it up.
Just a moment. I like to use my hygiene testing kit to make sure that this is not toxic before any of my colleagues touch it.
Good idea, Nigel.
Also, did you say our characters know it smells like pond scum, or is it to us, like people playing, you know it smells like
You
pond scum?
playing.
Okay.
All right.
Um,
Does that take a roll?
to answer
or-
your question, Will, I would say that not that, but you would understand. I'll just write you the note.
Okay.
Okay. Continue.
But I like to test for toxicity before
Great.
anyone touches.
Thank you.
Is that something you have to roll for?
It's not. No, he doesn't have to roll for
I have a
It
kit.
was like you fail, you die.
that.
You fail, you fall into it. face first. I rolled
I
dramatic
would say
pratfall.
it. No, it's not toxic, but it certain. So your toxicity kit. It's like a test strip, like a litmus test strip, and you dip it in there, and it goes from like yellow to deep magenta.
Mhm.
And you hold it up and you pair it against the scale on the test tube, and the test tube goes from good for you to extremely toxic, and this one just goes in the middle, being kind of unhealthy.
Okay.
All right, it should be fine. I would not drink it, however.
Well,
I wouldn't
it doesn't
plan on it.
It doesn't look very. It doesn't smell very good.
So what's the object?
Hmm?
We're all waiting for what's under the tarp.
Have at it, Lester. I'm going to take a step back to be just out of camera range and slightly behind Ilyana.
I can. If you'd like, I can take it for you
Tell
and
me if you
open
can
it up.
write this. All right.
Okay. I'll go ahead and I'll test it.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got gloves on already.
Yeah.
So I uncovered the tarp.
You pull the tarp off, and you see.
She's gonna
You
show us
see
on
an
Willy Willy.
object. And I'm just gonna draw it so that I don't have to describe it to you again.
Good.
What?
I like the way Will said that.
Good.
It's like, oh, thank God, because descriptions are the worst. I can never visualize in my head what anything looks
I
like.
hate 'em.
From
Never liked
It's that
books.
gray box text and modules you see over and over.
yeah. It's like how my sister used to automatically just presume that word problems on math tests were unsolvable, and she would just immediately give up. It's like, word problems? I can't do word problems.
This
It's
isn't
like,
math.
yeah, I know, that was her thing. Or that was like the main thing I think of when he goes, wait, you can describe it to me? Good, thank God.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to use it in the next Call of Cthulhu game. It's like, well, I'm gonna have to describe this using words.
Mhm.
It's like, no!
Cool. So you see a object that looks like kind of. Have you ever been to a bank where they have those vacuum tubes things where they put it, and they take it out,
Oh, yeah.
and they go boop boop, and
Like
they
the
put the
internet.
lollipops there for you because you're a kid, and that's why you go to the bank with your mom.
I don't remember the lollipops.
Ah, I'm sorry.
I must have missed a big portion of my childhood.
Yeah. You were lucky if they had Tootsie Pops. They're usually just dum-dums. But anyways, you see like this tube, and you see a digital timer that shows nothing, and you see 5 wires: 1 red wire, 1 yellow wire, 1 blue wire, 1 black wire, and 1 white wire. This thing is the source of the leaking of the gross water too.
Oh.
Interesting.
So it looks like the water was in the tube and is all leaked out.
It's been leaking out slowly over time.
So there's still water inside.
yeah, if you shake it, it sloshes around.